What's going on, guys and gals? Stock Jock here, up $1,344 in the first hour of trading. I'm actually it's about 1:45 p.m. right now as I'm recording this, and I'm actually up 2,100 on the day. So very nice day so far for sure. Small caps are definitely back for the time being. I thought they might come back at the 1st of April, start of the second quarter. I thought it would get a little love going on today, so or in April for the second quarter, start of the second quarter, and that's played out nicely. So hopefully we get the momentum in our favor for at least a month would be nice. But anyway, let's get into the trades for today. So my first trade is DLPN. This one was blowing up the scanners. No idea why it's been running today, but it did. It is a stock that traditionally doesn't have any volume. If you look at the daily chart in the bottom left-hand corner, it rarely gets 50,000 shares of volume, much less 10,000 shares of volume. So it had a crazy amount of volume today. I don't know, probably some newsletter pump and dump, who knows. So my entry on this, I don't really like, and it just happened to work out for me. The chat rooms I was listening to, they were looking at that 450 break. I thought they would bring the momentum in there. When it looked like it was going to break 450, I jump in. Turns out they didn't jump in, so now I'm stuck here. And you actually see I'm actually red on the name very quickly. So I end up holding, waiting for the next 1 minute candle to open up, and that was going to tell me if I needed to sell or if it was going to go candle over candle. So basically, you can kind of see this 1 minute candle right here. Doesn't look too hot. It's a pullback candle from the recent high, so it's okay. The third 1 minute candle was going to tell me the story. If it broke to the low side, if it broke the previous, which is now this 1 minute candle, if it broke that low, I would get out. If it went higher, I'd feel okay. We're going to break the $0.50 again, push up high day, so on and so forth. So that's kind of what happened. I got lucky. It went candle over candle, pushed up through high day. I ended up selling pretty quickly because it popped up really high and then dropped really fast. And that's normally a sell sign for me. I don't really like to hold on when it's a flash up and then flash right back down. It kind of scared me out. So I ended up selling. The stock did end up ripping afterwards, but that's okay. I made my profit on it. Oh, and the first trade you see there, SNOA, that one, disregard that. E-Trade completely screwed that one up. I actually had to call that one in and get that one reversed, and they admitted that it was a technical error on their part. So disregard that one. I know it's showing that I'm down $278 in the morning, but that got wiped off later on.
Stopped out. I got nervous there. I saw the sellers, so now I actually would probably add back over 450 if it breaks 450. Got my hotkey ready to add back.
DLPN over 448.
I'll make a new high. I'm long at 444 for the break over 450. That's the first 1 minute candle to make a new high, scalping it. You can see this one's interesting because it's like 470 and then all of a sudden $5 on the ass. So you can see it can move fast.
My next trade was CASI. This one had a couple things that I liked on this trade. Out of the open, you kind of see the 930 candle, huge drop. Well, not huge drop, whatever, 15-cent drop. Then it kind of bear flagged out and actually had a red to green move that, that candle there that went candle over candle and it didn't do anything. That's a telltale sign that this thing wants to go lower. So after I saw that, then I'm looking to play the 1 minute candle under candle. That was my entry. I got short here for the candle under candle, looking for the $6 break, looking for the low day break, thinking it's going to flush out. When that happened, and it ended up working perfectly. I was kind of hoping that it would push down to go candle under candle in the daily chart. But nonetheless, definitely a nice trade and a nice win for sure.
Just added at 509 for a scalp over 510. This is showing some strength, so I'm just going to keep scalping.
I'm short CASI at 605.
520.
Looking for the 6 break here.
Them sixes getting tested, they're gone.
You see 516, 554, how quickly it could open up. New stop will be below 5. High is 520. We really need a 1 minute micro pullback on DLPN in order to manage risk. scalping high day breaks, which has been working.
Covered half at 6
Not
just to lock in profit.
exactly, I'd love to get a good pullback entry so I can, take a trade for the next leg up that's clean with a good stop. Right now, I'd keep an order at the $0.50, around 54.
Jeez, I got out of DLPN way too early.
Now the high is 70. This, interestingly, is easy to borrow on Lightspeed. I don't know if it's easy to borrow for other brokers as well, but that could mean kind of beginner short sellers would take a short position early and then could get squeezed out if it does go over highs. So this looks like it's the first 1 minute pullback. High is 570.
Re-added back some shares at 590 on Cassie.
To me, that's not really a good entry because it didn't actually pull back as much as I would have liked it to. It's not actually a red candle.
Covered half again at 586.
I buy on the ask and I always try to sell on the ask, but if I don't get filled on the ask, then I'll switch direct. I'll just sell in the bid.
Can't get any shares alive yet on E-Trade on DLPN.
So this is the first pullback. I'm gonna stop out the rest if it comes back down to 5.
All right, cover the rest. Break even on that last lot.
Stopped out the rest.
So this next trade is CHFS. This one is kind of a descending triangle on the 1 minute. So basically what a descending triangle is, I wish I could draw it for you, I just can't. But you have, about 5-6 1 minute candles ago, that kind of bigger 1 minute candle that's flashed down, and then it, 2 little green candles that brought it back up and that made a lower high, and then it dropped back down again to the same level, that $3 level, and another 2 small green candles that brought it up again, this time even lower, another lower high, to where it's just, it's making this descending triangle. The highs are getting lower and the lows are staying the same. So that's usually a sign that it's about to break to the downside in a big way. In this case, it correlated with the $3 level, a whole dollar level. That a lot of longs would probably set their stop loss. If $3 breaks, they're gonna sell. So what I did is, it looked like $3 was gonna break. I went short. I saw a lot of volume coming into the downside. I wanted to ride that volume for the break of $3, and as soon as $3 broke, I covered.
I understand. They should fix it. If there was an error,
See if something
and it was an
else pops
E-Trade
up.
error, and it was their fault. What'd you do? A market?
Short CHFS for the break of 3.
What was the price when it rejected it?
Covered
Larry Kudlow
296.
says U.S.-China trade negotiations could have a great ending.
So this next trade was CHFS. This time it was to the long side. This is a stock that's done a recent reverse split. They had some news out today. There's 2 things going for them. I'm like thinking to myself, at some point today, this thing has got to go, right? It's already broken the $3 level. It's already flushed those people out, and that's moving back up. What I liked about the chart here was kind of an ascending triangle. So we had if you look maybe 10 minutes back, right in the middle of the screen, that red 1 minute candle that spiked down to about I don't know what that is, 293 probably. And then from there, it's been making pops, and the lows have been higher and the highs have been higher. It's kind of making an ascending triangle with 309, the breakout 309 being the point that presumably would be the breakout. And I was hoping for a pop to maybe the VWAP. That's all I was looking for on this one. So I went long with that in mind. It popped up, and immediately sold off, and it just felt weak. And I ended up taking a loss on this one. It didn't work out for me. So it's unfortunate. I should have maybe bailed sooner. As soon as like it was hitting 310 and just not going anywhere and just saw heavy sellers, I should have gotten out. I ended up losing maybe 7 cents on this trade. This is in play here for over 509.
Longfin shares now halted on a circuit breaker. Lima Foxtrot, India.
I'm gonna go long at
November
5,
at the high
510.
17.
Stop loss will be the break of 3.
Lima Foxtrot, India, November.
2,900 shares I'll reduce to 1,500 for my ads. Cancel the orders at 57 that didn't fill. That one there.
So that was the 5-minute candle over candle, red to green move.
LFIN
Way weak right now though.
Hopefully, if he says nothing,
because
I think
it's
there's
not
something
under
there.
$10. When they go over $10, they're on different scans. It's just not the
Consider
same
airing our
one. It doesn't
shows.
beep. And that's really just because usually you're not as interested in this price range, but in this case, the setup is a scalp into the halt, knowing that
You gotta make
there's
sure
really
they're gonna give you the,
no
you want the
resistance
first one, 'cause
until
it's probably dropping after that. You don't want the second, third, or fourth one. You want the first one.
Riot hitting the scanners. Haven't seen that one hit in a while.
He trades pretty good about making stuff right. So
So when I first pulled up this
All right, I'm
signal,
out. 503.
almost about
Just
to get halted at 16,
way too weak.
7.
So this next trade was NETE, and I went long on this one because it's a sympathy play to LFIN and Riot. And at this point in the day, crypto stocks were going nuts. So you had RIOT, which you can see on my scanner there on the bottom right. That was blowing up. NETE started to get in some volume. LFIN was going nuts. So just a lot of those crypto plays were starting to move. VERI was another one that was starting to move. Just a lot of them was starting to move, and I saw a little bit of volume coming into NETE. I knew this was a very small float stock, 3 million shares. I've played it before. I know it's been sold off pretty hard for the past month, maybe. It seems like forever. So I'm thinking to myself, if this thing get going, it's going to get going big. So I went long, and it ended up working out nicely for me.
Right now, good 1 minute pullback. The question is, will FOMO bring enough trade?
All right, I'm going to get into NETE 734 with Riot ripping right now. So this is a sympathy play.
For right now, just focus on LFIN, which is also blockchain related. Probably part of why they're both popping up. Riot high is
NETE going high today now.
LFIN here. So LFIN, the halt time
Really want to see 750 break.
51 and 36 seconds, so resumption could be at 56 and 36 seconds.
Sold half at 748 to be responsible.
1 minute candle to make a new high is the spot to watch. But it has come down.
And I'll sell the rest when I start seeing selling.
780 on Riot, possible scalp. Have to be quick though.
All right, sold the rest 745. I'll look to re-enter.
Candle was 68, so technically over 68.
Riot's pulling back a little bit now.
High.
So this next trade was NETE. This one was a 1 minute candle over candle play after the pullback. So we had the initial spike that I played and I made money on. Then we had that red candle here on the 1 minute chart, the pullback candle, and it's still above the VWAP, so it's still in play. So I want to play the 1 minute candle over candle for continuation. And the problem is E-Trade kind of screwed me. Look where that red candle is right there, the 1 minute. Showing maybe a high of 470 or 445, somewhere in there. So I'm thinking I'm going candle over candle, getting in. The problem is the data is wrong. The high is not there. You'll see I'll switch to a different stock and I come back and the high is actually like 447 or something like that. So my entry was messed up. I get a bad fill. It does spike up. Finally does go candle over candle. I still have for a little bit of a profit, and then it doesn't end up ripping, kind of double tops, and it starts coming back down. So I sell the other half. This is like a break-even trade. Back in 7. Oh, geez, terrible fill. 749.
So that's not going to help Riot either, since they're both in the same sector. So $457 on LFIN with 3,000 shares.
Yeah, you feel free to share it. I mean, you look at it. LFI I sold those $20 calls when it was 15 for $1.10. I might be starting to get a little nervous on this one. It really hasn't moved up much. We're only 15 by 155, but wow, it already pulled back $2.
Selling half at 752 just to light up my position. NXTD Jason Bond bought.
Yeah, my charts are broken again too. I'm discovering ADT here. Even like charts are gone. I'm gonna quit trading until.
NETE is getting some bids here. I just needed to get above high a day. I don't want it to double top here. Stop loss will be below 748. NETE is hitting the 100-day moving average right now. Alright, I'm out the rest. 747. I'm probably break even on that trade average. FTFT starting to go. That's a. So TENX, this is the next play. This one is a pure news play. You'll hear Benziga come on and say TENX gets a price target raise of $15. So right when I hear that, I jump in the stock. I know it can run big. Kind of see on the daily chart here in the bottom left-hand corner. It's got some big days behind it. Yesterday it hit $12. So I know it can move, and it's a low float, 1 million share float. I jump in, pops up, and I get out for a nice profit.
TENX, Tango Echo November X-ray, Ladenburg raising the price target to $15.
I'm in TNX, $15 price target raise.
November X-ray.
I'm in at 817.
91% accuracy, total profit, about $32,000.
Out half, 827.
TENX getting a $15 price target.
Looking for over 850 on the rest if we can.
Shares of 10X Therapeutics popping to a high of 840. Again, that $15 price target from Ladenburg.
Went to 12 yesterday.
All right, out the rest, 845. So this next trade is a short on CHFS. This one was kind of just a low a day breakdown. 290 had a little bit of a wall. This had a little bit to do with the L2 as well. You can kind of see the last big kind of volume spike down. It's been just flagging sideways since then, and it's not curling at all. There's no inclination that buyers want to step in. So I'm thinking if 290 breaks, get another flush of some longs covering or selling, getting out, and stop losses getting hit. So what you'll see is you see that on the L2 there on the ask side, you have about 10,000 shares at 293. So I felt comfortable getting in here for a short for the low day break because, you know, worst case scenario, if it pops up, it's going to hit 293 and I'll just cover into that. So that 290 level does end up breaking, it flashes down, and I cover for a profit. For a short. All right, I'm short of 290. Stop loss will be over 293. There's a nice backstop there.
Yeah, what did NETE do before it went to 30 something back in January on started its blockchain run? It went to 15 just middle of March or so. All the way back down to $5-6.
Ladenburg raising the price target on 10x, TENX $15. Previous target was $1.50. Has a
All
buy
right,
rating
covered
on it.
up 286. So this next play is more of a VWAP play. I was kind of hoping for a 5-minute play on this one, where this 5-minute candle would close and then we'd go candle over candle, but it just didn't wait around for that. So it was sort of a VWAP play. It hit the VWAP, bounced off it, and it was starting to curl, and I was okay with that. So I saw volume come in, I jump in, it spikes up, I sell half into the spike, and then it spikes down real quick. So I was happy to take, you know, profit while it was up. I was kind of hoping it would break over $9, which did not happen. It rejected the spike pretty quickly, and I ended up just selling the second half for a smaller profit.
Coming up at 10:30, natural gas storage minus 26 BCF is the consensus.
1 minute left on the 5-minute chart. I'm gonna jump in here. Oh my gosh, these fills. I tried to get an 865. I got filled at 869. Sold half at 893 because that's what I do. Pretty hard rejection there of 9.
Article
Well, if you're having problems
saying that
trading with
Trump
your broker or
administration
whatever, it's
looking to
not for us
override
to take
or
the
urge
day
to
off.
override patents on
You get frustrated and
the
mistakes.
muscular dystrophy drug.
Out the rest, 881. So this was another sympathy play. Riot, it was a sympathy play. LFIN at this point in time, you'll hear me talk about it during the live trade, is it started screaming again, going high a day, doing some nutso moves. So I went long Riot, and you can immediately see that the sympathy volume started coming to Riot as well. It popped up. I sold half for a nice profit, and I was holding on the second half, hoping that it would go. But then you'll watch on the L2, there's a big seller at $7.35. And when I saw that, it scared a lot of people away. And I ended up selling my second half. And the idea was I can always get back in. So I was going to sell my second half for profit, and then I was going to get back in if $7.35 looked like it was going to break, if that wall looked like it was going to come down. I'm back in Riot with LFIM moving up again, 723 into Riot. Just like that, got a little sympathy bounce, or sympathy volume, I should say. No, don't. Sold half at 730. There's a block there that kind of scared people off. Still watching LFIN as the leader of the pack. Want to see LFIN go high a day. Will add if that 735 break on Riot breaks. Boom. All right, looking at Riot here for the break of that 735. Stop loss on this rest will be 720. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and get out 725 now, and I will add back in once that's block at 735 breaks. There's just too many people trying to get out right now. So here we go again. I'm getting back in for that $7.35 break. You see a lot of volume coming in. You'll actually, the start of the sequence, you'll see me watching LFIN, and you'll see LFIN is just going through the roof. And I thought it would bring Riot with it, just drag Riot with it as a sympathy play. It worked out. Volume started to come into Riot here. I jump in with the anticipation that that $7.35 level would break. It breaks it cleanly, pops up. I'm looking for 750 to break. It just doesn't do it. Felt a little heavy, so I started to scale out and took a nice win on this one. They're still trying. They're still trying. Oh, they did it. Wow, okay. Watching Riot. Back in Riot, 733. Really need 744 to break. There we go. Sold half, 741. Terrible fill.
Wow. Guys and gals, wow. Those are some big wins. I didn't have a chance to post them earlier because of the activity, but congratulations if you caught any of those. There have been a lot of really good calls there. And not
Out
so
the rest,
market,
743.
so.
And that's how I ended the morning, up $1,344 in the first hour of trading. Again, really nice day. I'm up over 2,100 as we speak, and it's just been a nice trading day for sure. These low floaters are really starting to rock and roll, so I'm going to ride the momentum while it lasts. And if you have any questions on my trading style or all the chat rooms that you're hearing talk or the news feeds that you're hearing talk, look in the description of this video and you will see those in there. So other than that, I will see you guys in the next video.